Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Humankind. And today we're going to do many interesting things. We're going to get these guys to assimilate, because we have enough administrators left over to actually have another city. And by assimilating them, it's an instant process, which is kind of interesting. I probably would have made that take some turns to allow other cities to try to prevent it or something. But at the same time, honestly, yeah, they already had a lot of turns to try to influence these people, and they didn't. So maybe it's fine. I guess it's fine. Yeah, why not? Anyway, let's start out with building a public fountain, because the stability here is kind of low, and it would be good for us to increase it. These guys are just going to stay where they are. This is going to stay as a as an outpost for now. Meanwhile, though, we have a lot left to explore. We have one ship going all the way over here, so we're going to leave that guy be. And then we're going to go exploring south, I guess. Now this ship, I don't think we'll be able to make it all the way over here. Let's skip for now. These guys are going to continue. Let's see, what do we have? Fields of plenty. Hark, your empire is a land of plenty. Your city is a quilt work of farms and small holdings that feed your hungry and ambitious people. Well, the new methods of the age bring huge grain silos into your employ, transforming the farming landscape. As the sector scales up, you must now ask yourself if it is time the state ran the empire's farms. This is a strong one, I think. Look at that. So, +1 farmer slot on city or outpost per farmer's quarter. That basically allows us to have more farmers. Or we could do the same, but for money. I'm not too worried about the money, actually, because we have a lot of what's the word? Infrastructures left to build. So that could easily make up for an extra trader slot. However, farming, I've built most farming upgrades in most cities. It's not that great, because that leaves us with only being able to build farmers' quarters, which is going to reduce stability. So actually having an extra farmer slot might be the difference that we need for many of these things. Right, let's see. Oh man, we should have got... Okay, well maybe it wouldn't have mattered, because it's an influence of 384 to enact this law, but assimilating cost by -20%. So instead of 400, would have been 300 something, I think. But that's about the same as this. So that would be, well, considering there was only one independent people, it's not that great, not that powerful. So that would have been an easy, ignorable thing. Anyway, our cities are all still working hard at the Angkor Wat, so we're going to try to continue doing that. And now in 2 turns we will have 26 technologies, which will give us more fame, and then we will expand into the next era. Now let's see, these guys, actually 4, and then another 4 would get them over here. So we could cross over to this territory, heal up, and maybe even use them to catapult my my troops across. I think that's how that works, that these guys can attach to these regular ships, and that would kind of load them into the loading holes. Alright, I'm kind of curious what's in between here. So we're going to sail in between. Alright, we get more population. So actually the population is growing quite strongly as well, but we also lost 2. So we kind of stayed the same. We might not want to wait for the agrarian stars anymore, but this one at least we will be able to finish on the next turn. And I love this song. Alright, siege tactics has been researched. We can grow our armies by 1 additional unit, and we can now make ballistas when we are sieging a city. We have the scientist star unlocked, and that provides us with a lot of fame as well. We have some grievances that we could do. There's a foreign war again. I don't think we want to wait. Well, we have 102, but I don't know, man. Would that be worth it? How many... If you click this away, the agrarian star. Would be worth 240 fame. That's quite a lot. We're not going to be able to do much with this anymore, I think. We're not going to do much with that one. This is not going to happen anymore before we move on, I think. And a merchant star. That's a long way to go. I don't know, man. The extra 240 fame would be nice. Let's see, +1 in 2 turns. In 5 turns. 2 turns. 2 turns. 1 turn. 3 turns. Actually, that is kind of nice. Oh, there's combat going on here. Alright, let's see, we will do a manual battle to control this a little bit better. We are on the high ground here. Holy shit, oh, the archers are going to fuck this up for us. These guys are quite strong defensively speaking. There's only one way up, so only one of these guys can attack us at a time. I think. These guys should not be able to. We could kill these guys off. That loss is 17 health. That's not that great. But oh well. Seems pretty safe to say that we are going to lose this territory by now. I guess we're just going to have to defend, or we could try to... Well, we cannot even attack down into these guys. So, these guys would have to run around in this direction. These guys would have to run around in this direction. If we run away over here, the archers might not actually be able to hit us anymore. Wow, okay, they can. If you run over here though, that might be far enough. And then they could still come here, of course, and that will be that. But this battle is over for now. We're going to have to wait on the next turn. These guys are going to heal up for a bit. And these guys have taken some damage from being out in the open. Which is unfortunate, but not much you can do about it. Alright, these guys are done. A map of the heavens. The Empire's achievements in the sciences are already a matter of great pride. Now, a bright, industrious woman hailing from the Empire's most renowned center of learning, Babylon, has presented you with an atlas of the heavens, dividing the stars into constellations. Their wheeling nature, once the domain of the gods alone, now approaches human comprehension. How should it be used? We can militarize it. Gives eagle-eyed, +2 vision range on 12 units for 10 turns. Or we could educate, science investing on 6 cities, that's 60 science for 10 turns, at the cost of -5 money. That is fine. We're going to invest that in education for sure. Alright. Ooh, that would lead to COG. Seafaring Mastery. the Great Fish Market. Chivalry, a hamlet. We could build hamlets. And that leads to Teutonic Knights. We haven't even built Teutonic Knights, but we're not going to be able to anymore. But let's do chivalry, because why not? And there's a battle going on over here as well. Alright, let's try to retreat away from there. We're on the river, we don't want to be. We definitely need to invest in some military units. Also, I think at this point, who is attacking us? The orange guys. I built a city over here, surrounded by the yellow guys. Maybe we could become friends with the yellow guys, as much as possible. Anyway, we're going to have to move our army over here. These guys are going to join. Okay. Still only 2 turns, or 2 moves per turn, it seems. See, Sipar's population has gained 1. New grievance is available.
A pleasure to see you again.
Let's demand it.
No need for retribution.
They are afraid.
If a small...
Alright, they should be. Alright, they're attacking us again, but this time around, actually, we are in a better position. We're going to manually battle. We've got these guys in the back. I guess these guys can move on to our defensive territory. Now this is kind of nice, because these guys are going to have to attack uphill. We can just stay put. Oh, these are all archers, however, aren't they? The Hunnic hordes, yes. They don't even have to attack uphill. Can these guys only attack next to us or something? Not sure. Oh, and they can run away again? Oh, that's going to whittle us down quite a lot. Oh, man. I mean, it's not that much, but they can do it without any cost to themselves. And these guys are going to run away. Wow. Alright then, never mind. We are not in a great position. Let's see, these guys... Yeah, we're going to have to make some attacking moves, but none of this is going to be great. Wow. Yeah, these guys are outclassing us severely, it seems like. Look at that. Holy shit. And because we're in the river, we lose some combat strength. Oh man. It's going to kill our units by doing this. We can kill these guys though, move up into the high ground, that will be beneficial. And an attack from here, we would do a lot more damage. We would actually even survive the attack. So that's something that is good for us. We're just going to have to attack with these guys, even if it kills us, because it does more damage than just staying here as target practice. I did not do a lot. Alright, yeah, that finishes off these guys. Now we're on the river. We get two more in. We're being outclassed by these guys, man. We could do a lot of damage by attacking these guys. They're on the river as well. We're not going to be able to finish off these guys. Weakening their armies overall would be good. And that's the end of this battle. Alright, Sipar is definitely going to have to make some new army units at some point. Alright, let's see. We need to as we possibly can. Yeah, okay. I was going to say to increase our chances to find coastal water again to move on to on the next turn, but we found some. That is great. Alright, these guys could have moved a little bit further. These guys are moving on. We are defeated over here, that is fine. Our army is moving into position to take care of those guys. Trade route has been blocked with the Huns. Alright, so all of the trade routes going towards them have been lost. Now these guys, if they're going to try to ransack, that don't have to take some turns. We are going to make it all the way over there by that time. At this point, let's see, how many turns would it take? 4 turns to get these guys over. We should probably wait until this ship is completely healed up before doing it. Or as healed up as possible. World deed accomplished. Be the first to discover the Great Blue Hole. All manner of sea creatures stalk the hole's uncharted depths, from sharks to gobies to angelfish. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Great Blue Hole. Let's see, +5 influence, +10 stability on city or outpost, +10 money on outpost. That is cool. And that gave us another 50 fame. Alright, so you know what? We've been skipping some turns here. I've been waiting a little bit to see if we could get enough agrarian stars to increase our fame. But at this point it seems safe to say that that is not going to happen. So I think it's about time we move on to the next era. Now we could say as the Teutons, but I don't really want to. The Dutch, for example, would be great for making the flight. Let's see, naval transport, ranged combat naval units must have line of sight to attack, replaces land units which embark to travel across ocean tiles. Yeah, so this guy would be really helpful with getting our units across the map. I don't think it's going to be that we're going to be doing that a lot because there's nobody to attack over there yet. And the money would be nice, but yeah. Like if you put this next to a harbor, +30 money, that's really good. We also get extra people, of course, doing science. But this one's for science on lake, +4 science on coastal water. We have a lot of this. We have a lot of coastal waters, we have some lakes. It's really good. You could build a sail one for +7 science, +3 science per adjacent research quarter. We don't really have any of those though. +3 science on district producing science. That's pretty good. And we also would get the Geobuxion, a unique ship as well, a gun platform, and which can ram other ships. We would need a special resource for it, however. The Ming Dynasty, -20% cost of enacting civics and cancelling civics. The Grand Tea House will give us extra stability, +10 stability, that's unique. +1 influence per district, +2 influence per adjacent commons quarter. So you could make a really stable thing out of this, I think. We got the Mugles. That is great for industry. +2% industry per number of territories in your sphere of influence on capital. Could be strong. Don't know how much that would actually give us. We could build the Jama Masjid, +3 industry per. That's kind of good. +5 faith, that's nice as well for what we've been going for. +3 industry, -10 stability, however, and +3 industry per adjacent maker's quarter. So this one could be quite a powerhouse. And they have a unique unit, the Gashnal. Move and fire, can perform a full move after making an attack, and they are a gunner. Fights at full combat strength even when defending against close combat attacks. That is really nice. The Ottomans could give us access to Janissaries. Siege mastery, bonus combat strength when participating in an assault or sortie. They're gunners. These are kind of nice. 15%. It's pretty okay. +1 faith per district, +3 influence, and +3 influence per adjacent district. This could be cool, and the Janissaries I like. Poles, Some stability. If you build a Barbican, it's a land unit spawn. It's fortified, protects neighboring tiles from being ransacked. That's kind of cool. Plus 20% district fortification on garrison, and we could get winged hussars. Charge master. When charging, the target cannot retaliate. Ooh, that's strong. And they're a cool unit, man. The Spanish, honor and glory. Plus 3 combat strength for units starting their turn in a non-allied territory. So this will be great for fighting. The Catedral Gotica, plus 1 faith per population. That is strong. And then minus 10 stability, but then also plus 3 faith per adjacent district. This could be quite strong if we want to really increase the amount of faith that we're producing. And we would also get conquistadores. They generate additional money from winning battles and ransacking. We could do the Edo-Japanese, and it would give us Naginata Samurai. Prevents the army from retreating, however, and they are a great anti-cavalry, not that great. Plus 3 influence on districts. Is that on any district? Because that would be kind of strong. And on Terra, plus 2 faith, minus 10 stability, plus 2 influence per adjacent mountain. Oh, I don't think the Edo-Japanese are very strong, actually. And then the Phoenicians. Silver tongues, plus 1 influence per number of trade routes. Bottega de Artisti, plus 4 influence, minus 10 stability, plus 1 influence per adjacent market quarter, and you get the Gallias. That's also not that strong. I'm leaning towards the Spanish. For the influence and faith. And also the siege mastery would be cool. What is their unique thing? Modify attached outpost costs. Yeah, I don't know. And you got the Ming with the rocket cart. It's also really cool, but you need a lot of gunpowder to be able to make use of it properly. And these are the ones that were taken by someone else. So these are very good in terms of food production. Plus 2 food per farmers and all. Plus 5 food per number of territories. Plus 3 food per adjacent farmers quarter. These guys produce tons and tons and tons of food. And I also really like the idea of the Rotisken Rakete, or however you pronounce that. Because they cannot be seen except by adjacent units. So you can actually shoot from a distance and they will just stay in hiding. You just kind of have to move in that direction before you can do anything with them. And the Spanish actually might be the best one. Generate some money from attacking every time. And we're not going to be doing that much sieging. So the Ottomans, well, also providing some faith and influence. The Spanish are good for skirmishing as well. For just winning battles. And then we also get extra faith. And combat strength if we're in non-allied territory. So.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment.
Here we go with the Spanish. That changes the looks quite significantly as well. Sometimes it's hard to notice, but this is definitely very noticeable. Alright, the Goths now feel differently about us. How the Nasonate triggered a migration. One population moved from Sipar to Harappa. Oh, yeah, from Sparta to Harappa as well. That sucks. Oh, these guys are also expansionists, so this one, yeah, it could be okay, I guess. Trying to get some outposts from these other guys. Convert to Harappans. No. The Huns reached the medieval era with the Aztecs. Okay, population loss over here.
Hail, sovereign.
Alright, so we have a grievance against them, the Haudenosaunee. Who wants us to convert?
A pleasure to see you again.
I don't know. Anyway, these guys are finally able to set out across the sea, so that's what we're going to do. 4 turns and they will be into safe territory. We can move on to more coastal water the next turn. That is good for us. And these guys, we're going to have to go over here first. And then we're going to skip a turn, because then I want to continue across the sea. And the reason I want to skip a turn is because I don't want to spend one movement out here, and then we already start taking damage after another turn. So this will give me the full range of 4. We will end up over here, and hopefully from there we can see another territory with coastal water. Right. And gaining population, so I think we're at this point we're kind of stable. Huh, these guys have moved away. Interesting. Alright, so they're not ransacking this. I think at this point then we would move these guys into Huijazoo. Huijazoo? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. They're going to station, from there they can go either direction. Alright, carcasses, plus 100 gold. Nice. What is this? Army lost turn if they remain in deep waters. Oh crap. We cannot reach the other side. These guys are going to die. We're going to have to fall back with these. Alright, first of all, what else are we going to be making here? The Catedral Gotica. Could be strong, plus 16 faith over here. We would lose 1 production, that is fine. The 16 faith is worth it. And our stability here is increasing. I should have looked at that before starting this actually, but oh well. Alright, these guys are the ones we're going to just skip a turn before moving on. Culture chosen. Medieval era with the Mongols. Alright, Sipar's population has gained 1, Sparta's population has gained 1, the Mongols now feel differently about us. Needy, treaties, let's see. Tolerating skirmishes, why? Gonna be done with an empire which is a vassal, so that's why. Yeah, we don't have to worry too much about them, I guess. This empire is eliminated, may not interact with them anymore. These guys...
Let us speak honestly.
We're trading with them. We have another demand on them so that we can raise some war support. These guys are going to skip. And I guess this guy is going to have to go over here. These guys are going to go into neutral waters once more. Alright, so we have another little island over here. We are getting... oh, it's a long map actually. Look at that. We have a long way to go. Alright, so they can move onto this coastal water the next turn. That will keep them safe. Rotenet's population has fallen. Yeah, these guys, like, they cannot sustain the extra population. So once they lose one, they have enough food left over to grow another one. Once they get the population, they don't produce enough food anymore, and we start losing it again. Also, actually, we still have a lot of civics points that we can put into some laws, I guess. I guess we'll do mercenary armies, because there's not many to take over. Let's see, the city. Actually, that would be a very good one. The religious district industry cost, we understand, is okay as well, but I think we're going to go with that one. That would be much better. These guys are going to go down south, so maybe we can harass the enemy there a little bit. And these guys can move back onto land. These guys can make a full move out here. Then we have some territory over here as well. We have another territory down here. Let's see, headbanging history. With cultural influence sky high, the empire lost nothing more than a good story. Death of one of the empire's most beloved statesmen, an influential figure in Athenai. Apparently, reliable sources in the city swear that this lord died after running into his bedchamber's doorframe while chasing a half-dressed foreign ambassador. The Lord's son, who has inherited his father's mantle, is begging that you silence the truth and promote a story that he died while hunting a great beast. What is your choice? Even if this death is quite stupid, it is the truth. History should know. Or falsify. To preserve the honor of the statesman and his family's name will grant his sons. I guess we're going to go with falsify and see what happens. Someone might find out, but what can you do? Right, Aachen. Still working on the Angkor Wat. Right, what are we going to do with these guys? These guys are going to have to move south. It's going to take them about 7 turns to get there. That's a lot. These guys are going to move over here. This seems like a dead end. We can scout some bits of the indoor. Going to move over here so they don't take damage. And I guess we're going to go here, and this will be our next launching point to go further west again. Knowledge is power. Hamlets, and we can finally make Teutonic Knights, and we are no longer able to make them because we moved on to a different era. Oh, we can go in between here. It's not a dead end. But it might still be. Who knows? Let's see. Alright, you're going to move over here. Then we're going to skip a turn. Anti-cavalry, crossbowmen, they're gunners, that would be nice, but let's have a look at the technology tree and see if there's anything that we want to move towards. Trade insurance, could be good. Forest, planting of forest. Commodity market, saboteurs. It's kind of cool. Heavy infantry, great swordsman. How do we get to our unique units? Gunpowder warfare, and that will give us saltpeter. So that's what we're going to go for. So furnace steel gives us high furnace as well as armory, and then we're going to go for gunpowder warfare, which will give us access to, and we will be able to find saltpeter. And that's going to take 22 turns by the looks of it, and that will allow us to prepare just a little bit. The Angkor Wat will be finished on the next turn, finally, and we can start building some more useful stuff. A new wonder can be claimed as well. We have enough influence for that. We get 100 fame for building the Angkor Wat. What do we want? The Topkapi Palace, plus 20 stability. On city or outpost, 100% production towards any shared project. We have quite a few cities by now. Plus 50% money on Calm City. Seems very situational. St. Basil's Cathedral, plus 20 faith. Plus 5 faith on holy sites. Plus 1 faith per district. This one is food. Redistribute 50% of the food from the city to all cities. So that also doesn't seem that great, because it might cause a famine in our own city or to make it grow very slowly. If we really had like a food basket country, bread basket country, that would be great for farming. We would consider it, but I think we're going to. All right, then we have our units. We're going to move inland. Okay, so this is a dead end. It's a cool looking territory, by the way. I do kind of like it. Alright, these guys are going to have to launch out into somewhere. We don't know where they're going to end up, if they're going to make it. But I kind of want to be the first person to discover the whole world, or to circumnavigate the whole world. So, stability going up by quite a lot. Is there anything else that we could do in terms of influence? Not really. Oh, we can still make Teutonic Knights, as well as hoplites. Huh. That's cool. Let's make one of those then, because we do need some army units. Sipar, actually, yeah, and then we're also going to make some army units over here. We're going to take an archer. Sparta. I think could also do with a unit, or actually maybe we should do something else with them. Do some production. +2 industry on river. Yeah, nice. Actually, let's do watchtowers here so we can get some vision around our territories. And as for Athenai, the Cathedral Gotica, let's go ahead and do that one. It's going to decrease stability just a little bit, but I think we're going to be able to live with that. And it's going to provide us with a lot of faith again. What do you need? Food would be good for you. Flood irrigation. Still only on rivers, and we don't really have rivers here, so... That's just a lake. A lumberyard. Or get some more vision, I guess. As for Aachen, they definitely need food. We'll do animal barns. We're going to have our troops move. Got population in Rotenev, Huijazoo, and Phlegethonte. Alright. You, good sir, are going to have to go... This is a big continent. Alright, and we have our quadrireme, which we can... It's a lot of dead water, actually. Alright, we're going to move to this coastal water and skip a turn. Ah, and these guys are actually going across the sea. Right, I forgot about these guys. The other one is down here. This one is already quite a bit further away. These guys are probably just going to barely make it, from the looks of it. Alright, let's move our archer up to this territory, and actually we should probably also... no. Give me that regiment. As for Sipar, what else do we want you to make? We definitely need some more army units. Let's do hoplites. Icon bearing steam. An inventor engineer ostracized from her own country on account of her religion has come to you offering her scientific expertise. She wishes to settle in the city of Babylon, where she believes she could work productively. Her pioneering work on the fundamentals of engines could be vital, but the fact she is not a follower of Babylonians' shamanism could make things difficult. What do you say? We could reject her, we could use her, we cannot openly welcome her, but you'll need to bribe Babylon to hide her, and then we would have science investing on Babylon for 10 turns. We would lose some money, which is fine. Or we could naturalize her, but then we would have to move to open-minded on this law. I don't want to do that, so we're just going to use her, and we're going to bribe Babylon for a bit less money per turn. Aztecs feel differently about me, that is fine. These guys are finished, they're going to move out. Alright, these guys are starting to take damage. Open ocean. Alright, stability could be increased here a little bit, or we could try to increase the food production. Fishery, food and harbor. We actually do have a harbor. Or we could still do artificial reservoirs. I think that's a bit more useful, because we have a lot of river tiles. Sipar, doing quite okay with everything. Still some stone walls, just to be defensive. What are you going to do? Stability is going down just a bit, but they do need more food. Let's do animal barns as well, so we can get some food from the horses. That will give them 10 food, I think. So that would be useful. You guys are going to station. You reached the place I want you to be. It's interesting that these guys, they attacked us. Ooh. War declared by the Achaemenid Persians.
Your presence enrages me.
Religion conversion started of Toliman and Atokoraka. End of a foreign war, the Phoenicians and the Achaemenid Persians. Alright. Population loss. The Achaemenid Persians demanded you cede them Rotenab. This is a territory that I took from them, and this was bound to happen at some point, I guess. But... yeah. What to do? Too bad. I think we actually could try to move out over here. Let's move these guys onto the hill tiles.
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Alright, I'm not ready to go to war with the Aztecs now. Though we could do it. But I think we need to focus our attention on these guys. So actually, let's withdraw the demands.
I no longer need to inflict this on you.
Let's see if we can do a non-aggression pact. We've been, what do they want? 480 gold? Yes,
What do
for
you
now.
say?
So now at least these guys can... Alright, and then you guys are going to move over towards Sparta, I guess. Towards the west, the eastern side of it, of our territory. You guys actually going to move up northeast. These guys, yeah, they're going to have to... they're going to have to keep moving. Alright, these guys are getting damaged. Probably, hopefully, but let's see. Oh, and we could build a Gothica Cathedral over here. This could be very powerful. Oh, that. Plus 32 food. Or 5. We would lose free food, or we could lose free production. I think losing the production is less hurtful than the food. Well, actually, we are producing a lot of food. Never mind that. These guys definitely need more food, though. The only thing we could do for food, however, is a farmer's quarter, which I don't like. Harbor. And these 2 little lakes. Well, I guess it would be good for that, and it's quite a bit of food. Let's just go for it. So we're not going to build any combat ships there, but it's going to be fine. We could do faith over here as well. Stability is okay. They need more food, however. So let's do a granary, at least for now. Right, these guys are going to have to continue moving around this continent. Sipar's population has gained 1. Rotenev's population has gained 1. We are not close to any Aerostars, man. Oh, units in this army will be destroyed the next turn if they remain in deep waters, and that's we're going to have to. Ongoing ransack in Rotenev. These other guys.
Your presence enrages me.
Ah. I made a mistake. The Phoenicians are actually
A pleasure to see you again.
at peace with me. Crises over here. Let's see, I will renounce this, I will renounce that. We have a different state religion, original reparation is no longer possible. He must now pay 2,000 bucks. That is not happening. Oh man. There's no place that we can go. So we will just go as far as we can possibly go. See as much as we can see. We are so close, man. Look at that. Right, this army group is definitely going to have to move over towards Rotenev. I misjudged the people that we are at war with. It's kind of stupid. But oh well. That does actually mean that we are heading the right way by sending these armies towards Sparta. Ooh, we have saltpeter over here. This is still unknown. That might be oil then. We are moving along with research. These guys have a lot of movement, which is good. We can catch up with this army. Population loss. Ah, man, we lost that unit at sea. Ah, and they took this territory from us. That was very quick, actually. Why do you have to go around here? Okay, fine, whatever.
Sorry. You don't see a way to do that.
Why? Should be able to fit 5 units.
Forget it.
Weird. Right, it's going to get some line of sight on that city. A lot of happiness. The Gothica Cathedral is finished. We could do something with influence. Let's do the theater, because why not? Influence is always good to have. Army wages, let's see, show details. +4 combat strength from ransacking. -50 money from it. Well, we won't be doing much ransacking, and the combat strength is actually preferable, I think. Alright, army. Could we buy this out? No. After this though, we are definitely going to have to build... Ah, we cannot build the thing yet until we finish the research. So we cannot get access to the saltpeter until a little bit later. These guys are stealing population from my territories, that sucks. Cannot be done as this army is currently trespassing. Oh, is that why? Okay. Oh, no. We're not going to go to war with these guys. They're cutting the forest here, actually. That's kind of... Alright. Maybe this ship will be able to get further. We're going to heal up over here. As for Sipar, we now have a nice wall around the city. We're doing okay-ish on food. Stability could be better. We could actually do a commons quarter. That would improve the stability a little bit as well. Cost us some food, however. -2 food over here. It's not too bad. Stability is nice. Let's go a commons quarter. That's new. Strong army. They still have scouts. What the hell? Alright. Anyway, we've been playing for some time already, so I think it's about time we put a cut in here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.